And we back. I am the Dadadpanther, and I got another video that kind of goes with another video that I've done before. I'm talking about buying all 4 of the next gen systems and why I'm gonna buy them all. Kalika-lika-lap. Now I know what you're thinking. 4 systems, what are you talking about? This is clickbait. It isn't, but if you can click the subscribe button, I would greatly appreciate it. We keep growing. This channel keeps growing, and you guys keep flocking in here. There's room in here in the Panther's Den, okay? So just come on over. I appreciate you. Let's go for 3 likes, 3 comments. 3 is my favorite, whatever. Just moving on. 4 systems, right? 4, keyword next gen systems, okay? Let's go with the first one, all right? The first one is the Xbox Series X. I've got to get the Xbox Series X. I love the price point on the S, but I don't like the, I guess, the verbiage on the scaling up, and it doesn't come with the disk drive. Now that plays into why I want and need the X. If I get the X, it does come with the disk drive. Yes, it does cost a little bit of money. I don't have to worry about the upscaling, but this is going to help out until GameStop is gone. I mean, no one wants to see a business go away, but right now it's going to be really good to find lower price games on the Xbox games, whether online or whatever. Excuse me. And I can put that in this system and keep it moving. And a lot of these games are going to get upscale, faster loading, and this, and that. I've been playing, for the most part, I played every system. The only system I did not care to get into was the Xbox One. It just didn't do it for me. So this is going to be really good for me to be able to play a big catalog of older games, plus whatever was on the Xbox One that might grab my attention now. The other thing that gets me is the power, the sheer power of the Xbox 360's Game Pass. That's right. I tricked you, because you were probably thinking the power of the system, the teraflop, 12 something, whatever that is. No one really talks about that in the past gen. Okay, again, older gamer, and until I have a large subscribing crew that kind of knows who I am, I keep retelling my origin story. But I've been gaming since been gaming, and you will never be, because everybody in your family was gamers. That's a movie reference that I switched up. No offense to anybody. Anyways, moving on. The Gamer Pass, or the Game Pass from Microsoft, is awesome, though I've never played it. I mean, what they're advertising to me is, for a certain fee, I can play a multitude of games. A lot of the games in the library, from back catalog games, old, new, whatever, generational games, and that's awesome. I probably, like yourself, I have a lot of the streaming companies on tap. I've got, you know, Disney Plus and Netflix and Hulu and Amazon Prime and Crunchyroll and stuff like that. So to have it, I'm fine with it. If it's a service that is rewarding me what I want, I'm fine with paying for it if I can, you know, scourge up the money for it. So it's going to be probably cheaper than what I would do buying a game every month. So to be able to be like, hey, look, you know, $20, $30 a month, I'm saving on what a game would be, and I can play way more. So that's getting me the channel that I'm creating right now, that I'm doing. This channel's only been live for 30 days. Okay, October. And we have almost, if not over at the time this video comes out, 50 videos up. So, you know, the production on this, I'm trying to get better at. Me and the producer talk all the time of how we can give better contents, and you guys let us know by liking and subscribing. So continuing on, it also helps me with other friends. I've got friends in different time zones, but they have Xboxes. And so this will allow me to play with them and at the same time still grow this channel, because now I'll be open to playing other games. I don't know how I'm gonna schedule it. Because I get off of work, I spend time with my daughter and the rest of the kids, and then I go ahead and I spend time with my wife, and then sometimes it's all of them, and it's just, you know how it is if you're balancing your life. And however your life is going on, I hope everything in your life is going great. If it isn't, it will get better, and I hope it gets better. But I would also really, really want it for the fact that the ecosystem, I think Xbox is telling you they don't care. They don't care that you buy the system or not, because they're going to get you on a computer PC game. They're going to get you when you play the mobile gaming. They're going to get you because they're not going to throw away what they have on the Xbox One and with their Game Pass. So Xbox is really selling the whole idea is that we want to incorporate a big broad of people to play this game moving forward. And when they bought different studios, which they have been buying them, I think try to balance out what PlayStation have, which is studios that are turning out games where it's like you must own this system because of this game. And I don't think Microsoft for the general public has that game. And I if I can be 100% real and honest, I'm still trying to find some of these next gen systems. I don't have them yet, but if you're on the fence about the Xbox, either one of them, you're probably better off waiting until November when the system drops. I mean, late November, and hope you find a really good deal on Xbox One. And I think you'll be able to experience with the Game Pass everything that you need. Now, if you miss the Xbox One, maybe this is for you. You never played the Xbox, this is for you. You're big on next gen or an Xbox fan, this is for you. But there's nothing, I know that if I get an opportunity to buy the Xbox, right, there's nothing that I open the box from and say I have to play this. They have nothing for me. That's just my opinion. The controller didn't do anything more amazing than it already has. And like I said on my video with the PlayStation 5 controller review I did, it's not too different from what they've already done on the Xbox One and what I'm playing on now. So there's nothing next gen there. So it's just the Game Pass and then waiting for whatever they got coming later on. That's it. So just keep that in mind when you go home with the Xbox. Now I'll move on to the next system. Sony PlayStation 5. Even saying it just sounds so good, right? Now, the reason why I would like to be putting the PlayStation 5 in my cart, and I've got a video out on how can you get it or get an opportunity, probably your last chance to get it before Black Friday or before Christmas, before, you know, the next waves in March or February roll around. But I really, really like the controller. I know it sounds weird. I like the controller more than anything else Xbox has to offer. And the reason why is it doesn't feel gimmicky. I've had an opportunity to play with the controller, but not with the dual senses that they have. But from what I've seen online, it's forcing, it's almost like the Blu-ray. Remember the debate back in the day for the console war, where it was like Xbox was pushing HD DVD and PlayStation was pushing Blu-ray. And guess who won there? Exactly. Blu-ray. So they have the only next gen, or one of the only next gen controllers in the market. And I think that's going to be big because it's on every system. Here's the thing with a gimmicky controller or the VR or things that the Nintendo Wii did. Because it's packaged in every system and then the system sells millions, developers and companies understand that and they create something for it, especially the indie games and things of that nature and people modding things and using these controllers that, like I said, I can use my PlayStation 5 right now without any new drivers on my PC games. So I think that's really big to have this controller. And then you pair that with the VR that is so close to being mainstream with the Oculus 2 or whatever they're on from Zuckerberg putting that out together. People are wanting that Ready Player One more immersive type play. And I think of the systems right there, Sony's got the front row tickets to it. So the other thing will be the games. I mean, regardless if you're a Sony fan or you're an Xbox fan or any one of the other systems, you cannot knock what Sony has been putting together for almost 5 iterations of their system. Not almost, 100%. All of these systems have continued to give you, I'm not even just talking about just graphics, just overall great titles where people will buy a system for that game. And you don't really see that in Xbox. And so I'm big on that. I'm hoping that this next generation that they get into co-ops. And what I mean is like not just online gameplay, but playing at home with friends, games like Buzzed, and to have something similar to, you know, you got Fall Guys and Among Us that's on PC. But I think just realizing that 2020 has shown with people being at home, you don't have to have the best graphics. You don't have to have an immersive storyline. You just need really good gameplay and sometimes just playing with friends. So I would hope it would do something like that over the next generation. And of all the system, it's the only system that has that next gen vibe. And what I mean next gen vibe, I've got videos on what I think next gen vibe is. But again, to have a system where you can watch what your friends are playing while you're playing something else, or bring up something on the map while you're looking at a walkthrough and see it instead of look down at your phone. And I just think when you come down to the loading and the SSD and what system is stronger, I mean, we'll see what developers do with it. I know there's videos now on games like Marvel where it's like, hey, look, here's all three, the Pro, the PlayStation 5, and the Xbox Series X, and the Xbox Series X is loading faster. And then some games, the Sony game is working faster because it's a next-gen game, or the backwards compatible one. That doesn't really matter to the general public. At some point, we're not going to look at these videos. At some point, you're not going to know. You're going to get used to it. So that's what I'm looking for from Sony. And then I'm going to give you the other two systems. The PC. How are we forgetting the PC? How are we forgetting Among Us? Hades. Grand Theft Auto is still playing on there, and people are doing mods and things on that nature. There's a lot of massive online games that are playing. You got games that were originally on Xbox that obviously come over because that's a part of their ecosystem. So it's almost like Xbox is getting nominated for a Grammy twice. Okay. And that's why I don't think they care about the Xbox system, because again, you got two brand new graphic cards that are coming out that already came out. And then you have new chipsets that are coming out from Ryzen and stuff like that. So PC is next gen. It's whatever you want it to be. So if you want it to be super strong like the Xbox, then that's what you'll spend money on and adjust a piece. And it will be cheaper in some cases if you already have a PC just to change a piece. Let's say you want the next gen feel, you want the VR feel, you can have a PC that's built for VR. If you want to play some of these top games from PlayStation, you have games like Horizon, and I believe if Sony's smart enough, they're going to do what Xbox has been doing for years, and they're going to move over older titles like God of War and whatnot to the PC. Now, it's big on multitasking. That's another thing. Like right now, as I'm doing this video, I'm watching on mute a Twitch stream. And a lot of times when I'm playing video games on one monitor, I'm listening to music on another, or I'm watching, you know, some show that I'm streaming. So you can do it to a bigger level of multitasking. And then finally, I'm just going to call it the undisputed champion. As of right now, and it's a race that's still going, but right now they're off on the blocks. It's the Nintendo Switch. I don't know why people keep forgetting about the Nintendo Switch. What is next gen, right? I put them in the same gen because, I mean, they did give you the Wii, then they gave you the Wii U, and here we are at the Switch. They gave you two versions of the Switch, all under $300. You can't find any of the versions. The 200 or the 300, can't find it. You can take it with you and travel. Great battery life, great collection of video games for mature gamers and kids, co-op games that you can play in the house and make it game night. You can, again, travel, if I haven't said already, travel to a hotel or to a friend's house, TV or not, and get it on with one of those systems. And so you can't knock that, man. And it's unfortunate, but next gen, from whether it's, you know, PC, Sony, and Xbox, they got to jump in that ring, which is the part of traveling. And I think Microsoft is on that, unless PSP, you know, 3 or 4 comes out. And the ability to play with co-op and traditional family, I don't mean traditional like Family Matters Full House vibe. I mean like just games that are for a demographic, for kids, for families, for, you know, 4 or 5 people chilling at the house and playing a game like Trivia Pursuit. If they don't do that in next gen, Nintendo's going to keep running off with it. Nintendo has already outsold the original Nintendo system, and they're almost about to beat the numbers that they did for the Wii, the original Wii. So again, playing that also with games like Zelda and Mario and things I have not played because I did not pick up that system. The Wii just felt too gimmicky for me. The same thing with the Wii U. So I just moved on from it and didn't pay any attention. And I owned the Switch for a little bit when it first came out and played it a lot. And I enjoyed it as a grouping, but just moved on to something different. But that's it. I'm getting all 4. I apologize, all 4. And the reason why I said that is because 3, I already have a PC. I've got a good PC that I put together. Great. Let me stop playing. A great PC I put together. And like I said, I'm trying to get the Sony PlayStation 5. I'm trying to get Microsoft's Series X, and I'm trying to get the Switch. So we'll see what happens. But that's my take. Again, you could have been anywhere in the world and you're here, and I appreciate that. Drop a like. Drop and ring the notification bell, ring-a-ling-a-ling, and support the channel. Tell other people about the channel. We're getting more subscribers. We appreciate you. I hope everything's going good on your end. And if you cannot get one of these next gen systems in the next week or two, relax. Woosah. It's a part of the console wars, okay? The supply and demand, the okie doke. You're gonna find these systems coming in. I would not be surprised if they're sold out online, and then they're gonna, especially with the pandemic going on where people can't crowd stores and do things like that, they could literally just keep shipping these in. And as long as you refresh and see that you got it, you mean I got a chance, right? As long as you've got it, then you're gonna go ahead and buy it, and these companies are gonna make millions. And don't be hating on any of these systems, man, because guess who wins? Yes, the shareholders and some other people, but what I mean is we win as gamers, okay? So like what you like and play what you play, but you could have been anywhere in the world, like I said before. Till next time, kalika-lika loud.